So, something that came up this weekend as I was recording my podcast is, this idea of like danger. And, one of the things that I had mentioned was this idea that, somebody talking about what they felt about how they feel and what it meant to feel certain feelings, that somehow saying, how I feel feelings are or are not important could affect somebody else's perception of their own feeling. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I hear shit like that, I'm like, this is fucked. This is just, listen, I got a full-time job over here trying to figure out like what's happening. My thoughts, my feelings, is it real? Is it right? Should I talk about it? Should I keep it to myself? If I keep it to myself too long, will I become depressed? If I talk about it too much, will I become resentful? There's a lot of stuff going on. I have a very powerful mind that loves to attach itself to my emotions and then fuel them into a disaster. On the other hand, I can be very pragmatic. So I've had to learn in my adult life how to speak to things that bother me very short and sweet and simply. Like, I don't like that. That usually suffices. That doesn't make me feel good. Or that makes me sad. Or I feel sad about that. Or any other kind of regular communication of emotion. And sometimes, this idea that people's feelings matter. Oh, well, your feelings matter. And it's like we're so in our heads, right? And just amplifying this constant, like your feelings matter, they're super important, they're super important. Yes, 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 more yes to you. So when I speak to my feelings, I have to trust that the people I'm talking to, excuse me, are the ones who need to hear it or can hear it or can receive me. And as I amplify my voice out into the world and talk about my feelings, not everybody's going to like them. Not everybody's going to receive them. And some people are going to be like, the way that bitch is talking is dangerous. And gosh, I don't even know. Like that word just makes me like, ah. But maybe there's things that I say that make other people like, ah, right? I think maybe the point of what I'm getting at right now is to curb a little bit of that, like, like what you're saying is going to affect my universe or what you're saying is going to mean something to me. No, it doesn't, because effectively, here's the deal. You could shut it down right now. You don't have to listen to anything I or anyone else is saying about anything. But on the other hand, I believe in the beauty of discomfort. So I actively seek to read and watch documentaries about stuff that I don't believe in and I don't agree with so that I can understand opposing points of view, so that I could regularly analyze the way I think and feel against other people in a healthy, balanced way. I'm not ingesting it and being like, oh, they think or feel that way and I don't, and that therefore makes me wrong or I have to make them wrong. No, your feelings and thoughts are yours and mine are mine. And the idea is that the more I can create movement between opposing viewpoints, I can then examine things critically and according to my own senses. But my job is to be spiritually, emotionally, and mentally full of openness, love, empathy, understanding, tolerance, whatever words you want to use. And those things are hard to do because I have a strong mind, right? And my mind loves to snapshot, like, oh, I don't believe that shit. What kind of shit is that, But and I don't have to come to believe everything I hear. And if you say you feel a certain way, okay, but it's not my job to give you a box of tissues and tell you it's okay to feel like that. I'm just not in the like tissue giving business. You get my drift? Oh, ow! My cat just jumped up and clawed my leg. That caused me pain. But look at her. She's so innocent. She don't care none. She's all like, what do you mean? I just like clawed your leg and probably scratched it and made you bleed. She don't care. She's doing her thing. She'd be a little kitty cat, aren't you? Anyway, I'm a dropper and hope she doesn't jump up again. Here's the point. I am a sentient being. I'm also an intellectual being. I think and feel a lot of things that it's not the fucking world's job to understand. It's my job to understand it. And it's my job to fulfill my capacity and my purpose in understanding my own feelings. Because by doing that, I can better understand yours. It's that simple. I don't have to accept all of yours. I don't have to understand, I don't have to identify with all yours. But the truth is I have felt everything that everybody else feels: sadness, grief, pain, depression, anxiety, stress, happiness, joy, peace of mind, contentment, freedom, power, lack of power. I felt it all, right? And I'm just aiming for a balance so that I can be clear about who I want to be today and live a more useful life. All right, hopefully that helps y'all. Thanks for spending time with me today. Have a great day.